It's a quick listen. 6 songs in 15, 16 minutes is, I think, really great. So the song length is really good too. There's enough variety in the songs to keep them interesting. But they all do. It does sound like a Blink 182 clone, and I think there's probably room for that in the genre. So what's up, everybody? How you doing? Welcome back to the Punk Rock Review. Got an artist spotlight video for you folks, okay? This is a band. These guys reached out to me, wanted to talk a little bit, and I wanted to hear their music first time here with you, ladies and gentlemen. This is a band called WHEELBITE. You know what? I talked to them a couple times, but they didn't even tell me where they're from. Oh, yeah, New York. Excuse me, I'm sorry. It's a pop punk band from New York. New York. I don't know why I said it like that. New York. But, yeah, dude. So we're going to check these dudes out. If you like them, which I hope they're awesome, because I'm brutally honest with my reviews. I hope they're awesome. But if you do like them, go check out their Spotify, their Instagram. All that stuff will be linked in the description of my video. And if you want to sponsor a video or advertise your band, your small business, your artwork, whatever, man, hit me up at thepunkrockreview@gmail.com. Those linked in the description as well. Without further ado, let's get to some music. All right. Like I said a moment ago, this is the band WHEELBITE out of New York. This is their PURIFY EP. I believe it is 6 songs. It's like, dude, it's only 16 minutes, man. This ought to be a good time, honestly. Let's check it out. I'm very excited to listen to new music. I hope this band is awesome. Let's go. I like the drummer a lot. The vocals are kind of, for lack of a better word, kind of generic. I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. Like, just kind of sounds like what you would expect the vocals on something like this to sound like. Hopefully, in the next few songs, we'll hear like a scream or two here and there. Songwriting, not reinventing the wheel at all, but I like it. Very clearly fans of, like they said here, Blink 182, The Story So Far, No Pressure, Newfound Glory. I heard a little bit of Sum 41 in that song. I like the vocal melodies. Again, the drummer was the standout part for me in that first song. But if the question's, do I like it or not? Then yes, I do like it. Now, do I love it? I don't know, man. I'm first time listening to it, so I couldn't tell you. But the next song is called Pastime, and it's 3 minutes and 10 seconds long. Anybody that knows me knows that 31 is my number, so I have a feeling that this song might be a good one to me. I don't know. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? I would like to get a lyric sheet for these songs because my only actual complaint would be that the mix is not really doing it for me. But the song itself was pretty solid. Again, pop punk in the vein of early 2000s stuff. So I've heard it before, but it's still good. I mean, when my favorite bands put out new albums, it's typically stuff that I've already heard similar songs, and I still like it. So I don't look at that as a bad thing, and I hope the band doesn't take it as a negativity, because I actually look at it as a positive thing. If you can give me stuff that I want versus something that I didn't know I need. No. I'm a guy. I like, I look forward to the new Pennywise record, the new Bad Religion record, the new No Effects record, where I know what I'm gonna get. So again, now I'm just talking too much now, but like I enjoyed it. Good song. All right, the next song's called Pastime. Let's go.
Of all the gin joints in all the towns in all the world, she walks into mine.
What's that from? I know that. I've heard that a million times.
What's that you're playing?
Oh, just a little something of my own.
Oh, stop it. You know what I want to hear.
No, I don't.
You played it for her, you play it for me.
Well, I don't think I can remember.
If she can stand it, I can. Play it.
I really, really like that sound clip, actually. It was perfectly placed for a song. Like a band to put in front of a song. That was awesome. And this bass tone, I'm already enjoying the bass tone a little bit, and it's just barely started. I've written a lot of songs like this with the lyrical content. Not really into the vocals a lot, to be honest. But I mean, if you've watched my channel a lot, now I don't know if these dudes have watched my channel a lot or not, okay? But if you have been around a while, you'll know that this isn't the vocal style I like. Everything else about it, I really dig. But I can get around that, man. If the lyrics are really good, then it doesn't matter. And these lyrics are, at least in my opinion, I enjoy the lyrics, especially for this song. I'm rewind it a little bit and start back up. I'm not sure I like the vocal melody part where he comes in and does like a of you, and it kind of drags out and pulls out. I don't know. I want something a little heavier with music like this. Like I bet this band's really good live, but it sounds like what's the one with the they had an album, Set Your Goals. It reminds me of like Set Your Goals, but it's a little bit flat, and I believe that's the mix. I don't think it's the songwriting. The songwriting is good, but I mean, yeah, it's still a good track, if that makes sense. Okay, so I really didn't like the vocals on that one. I like the lyrics a lot. This drummer's killing it. The mix is a little bit flat, but I'm just trying to be honest about it. I'm trying to critique in a way that might help a little bit. The songwriting is great. I don't consider this pop punk personally. This is like an emo band to me, but that doesn't, I don't even know why I said that. It doesn't really matter what I think, honestly. I guess because I was expecting it to be a little bit like the vocals to be a little bit faster clip, and we're only 2 songs into 6, so I mean it could, who knows? But based on the 2 songs that we've already heard, I doubt I'll be getting any like yelling at all, and maybe a little bit. Any guitar solos? I wish there was some leads in here somewhere, but yeah, I mean I don't know how old these dudes are, but if they're like in their 20s, this is pretty solid in my opinion. Yeah, I mean I'm enjoying it. But I also don't want to be like, oh, it's the most amazing thing in the world if I don't really believe that. I just feel like that's unfair to the people in the band, But is it good? Again, I go yes on that. Yes or no? Yes. Sorry, my apologies. The song's called Hang Up. Just that 1 second, I'm a little bit intrigued. Oh man, for that outro to go on for 20 seconds was wild. Look, I think this is like objectively good music, and I think that the people that like this kind of music will gravitate towards this band. It's just not really for me, man. It's a little too tame. There's no breakdowns, there's no guitar solos, there's no yelling. It doesn't seem to be any real anger in the songs, and maybe not anger is the right word, passion. And maybe it's because I don't know these guys, so I don't know what they're going through. But this seems to be stuff that was written and recorded for like, I don't know, high school kids mostly. Maybe the mall crowd a little bit. And that's not, at least I don't intend that to be like a put down of any kind. I just, it's kind of like know your audience, you know what I'm saying? And I have historically disliked music like this, so I'm not surprised. And I'm not gonna lie and be like, oh, I love it. I can't do that. I'm not. But is it good? I think it's pretty good. The recording, I think, needs a little bit of work. It's not even the recording. The mix needs a little bit of work. The drummer's awesome. I like the lyrics quite a bit. The guitar, it comes in and out as far as, like, it's not very memorable, but there was a riff in this song, Hang It Up, that I really enjoyed. But I'm not really digging the vocals too much. They're just a little too soft for my personal liking. But I'm going to get into a subjective and an objective grade here in a minute. I'm not going to just be like, oh, I like it or I don't like it. Like, whatever. That doesn't always matter. But you might want to know, like, did I like it? And then also, what do I think of it, like, objectively? I feel like people might want to know that. So I try to do that with this review thing. You know what I'm saying? That being said, we're only halfway through. There's no telling what could come in the next 3 songs. And I'm pretty optimistic. So, and again, if this band was playing locally, would I go shell out $12-15 to go see them play? I would. And that should say a lot. And if they have a cool shirt design, I'd wear it. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of bands that I'd be like, nope, ain't rocking with it. So, you know, these dudes are doing it DIY. I got a lot of respect for that. It's hard to put your music out there, and it's really hard to ask somebody to review it. So I've got a lot of respect for the band just for having the courage to put their art in my face and go, hey, what do you think? Because that takes a lot of courage, a lot of balls to do it at all. So, all right, next song is called Purify. Let's go. I'm having a good time though. I hope that's obvious. I like listening to music and like kind of breaking it down and telling you whether or not I like it, what is good about it, what is not good about it, according to me. This is something I enjoy doing. Even if it's not something that I immediately resonate with, I might have a different opinion in 6 months. This is the first time I've heard this, so there's no telling. And I'll listen to it a few more times. I might even listen to it 3 or 4 more times and then put like a pinned comment with like my updated opinion on it in another week or something. So keep your eyes peeled for that. I'm not trying to be rude at all. I assure you, if I was trying to be rude, you would know. See, okay, this is my issue with music like this, is that when you get the opening riff, I'm going to rewind it and start over. You get the opening riff, and it's like super fast, and you're like, all right, here we go. And you're expecting some like Pennywise or NoFX type, like, not screaming, but like yelly vocal singing. And then it's like a guy who's like singing like pop. And I don't mean pop punk, I mean pop, because there's not much punk in this. This sounds like an emo band to me personally. When I think of pop punk, I think more like Screeching Weasel and The Descendants personally. And I don't hear much of that in this music. These guys, I feel like, might have grown up listening to only like the softer side of pop punk, which would then mean if you're a derivative of that, you're not going to have a whole lot of punk in your music by that point. And so that's just my take on it all. But there's a million kids that would like this, and my opinion is just that. It's an opinion. I think if you took, I don't know, the vast majority of people and let them hear my favorite 5 bands and let them hear this and said, which one do you guys like the best? They might pick this band. I wouldn't be at all surprised. This is well-made music, well-written. I will say the songs are written really well. On an originality scale of 1 to 10 is probably like a 3, but like quality, it's probably like an 8. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not breaking any new walls down or anything, but it's still good. And again, I repeat, I don't need new stuff in my music all the time. I don't even really want it. So when I say that I like the way it sounds because it sounds familiar, I look at that as a positive. So please, if you're listening to this, especially if you're in the band, don't take it like as a bad thing. I think that's a good thing personally. It's hard to take stuff that's already beloved and then like make something that sounds kind of like that and not screw it up, you know? All right, we're starting the song over again. The song's called Purify. My apologies.
Your fault.
Okay, so that song has the best music thus far, in my personal opinion. Like, I even gave it a nice little check mark, as you can see. I liked that one. The vocals, still not really my style of vocals, but I can get over it. Like I said earlier, I can get over that. I don't always get over it, but I can. That song ripped. I like the music on that one a lot, like quite a bit. So, yeah, dude. I think with a few more listens, I could grow to like this little EP quite a bit. I just feel like constructive criticism, when I'm asked to give my opinion, is the best way to go about this. I feel like I'm saying that a lot because I just don't want to be rude. I'm not trying to be a crappy dude or anything, but honesty is the best option in my personal opinion. I get a lot of shit from people about my channel. People don't like it sometimes. It sucks, but I'd rather hear constructive stuff. I know I need a new pop filter. It is what it is, right? 8 Ball and MJG. Let's go to the next song. I don't know why they called it 8 Ball. We're about to find out. I wish the vocals were a little more forward in the mix. It's a little bit flat and a little like bass heavy. It's not bright enough for me. I think there's a few things they could do with the mix to really improve this. And I do think that there's a very large audience for this music. I hope that's something that makes the people in the band feel good, because I think they have a lot of potential. I think the floor is very high for them, and the ceiling is way up there too. So I can see a band like this opening up for a lot of very, very big bands, and potentially one day headlining something. I don't know if this is their only music. If that's the case, this is their first stuff, then I think they're on to some big things. All right, 8 Ball. Let's go. Oh, man, I can't do the vocals on this stuff sometimes, man. Like, give it some balls, dude. Like, sing with some passion and some, like, anger, man. Like, the tempo of the vocals, the delivery of the lyrics, like how it's like na 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 instead of like da na 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 na, along with the guitar and the drums. That's not a problem. It's not the tempo of the vocals or the length of the each phrase isn't, what I'm saying is I don't need to have 500 lines per verse to match up with the rhythm section of the song, right? Singing like this is fine, but your voice, man, I know you got something going on there, man, and you can sing really well. Okay, here's first and foremost, let me clear this up. You sing well, that's not the issue. It's just not my personal favorite kind of singing. My favorite singers all have like gravelly vocals, so that might be part of what, there's a big bias here with me in a particular kind of vocalist. But like, I think the singing would, at least for me, been more suitable had you mixed it up with some like in the background, like some real throaty yells, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you're gonna like harmonize or mix it up with some background. I don't hear any background vocals. I don't hear any guitar solos. There's a few things that are missing out of here that are like key parts of a song like this. Like, as far as a skeleton, a starting point, I would say this is a really great starting point. But man, this music was really good, and the vocals just killed it for me, dude. I feel bad saying this, but like, it is what it is, man. Like, I'm sorry. I'm 5 songs, dude, and the vocals sound exactly the same on every song. Is it good or not? It's up to you. I think it's still pretty good objectively, but man, I want something with a little more oomph to it. But, all right, I'll rewind it a little bit. Let's keep going.
We never
Dude, I'm so pissed off right now. Hearing that tells me that I know you guys can do it. Bro, I'm pissed off, but it also gives me a lot of hope. Hold on. I want to listen to that part one more time. Bro, that dude, whoever did that, oh my God, needs to be in like 40% more of your vocals. If that dude sang all these songs, I would be giving this like a 10. I know that's very subjective. So you may just not want to do that. It's your prerogative. Okay? I'm speaking strictly from my point of view. But yeah, dude, that tells me a lot. Actually, I really am glad I heard that. That makes me very happy because I think that I could be a big fan of this band in the future based on that little tiny part. And I think that's really great. You see how amped up I got here in that one little change? I've been talking about it for the entire EP so far, you know? But that little, the music, I do want to repeat myself. The music has been solid, like really great. And the drummer slays. So, a lot to like about this band. Vocals are just kind of bringing me out of it. The recording is whatever. It's not even the recording, it's the mix. But, you know, whatever. Like, I don't have anything recorded that sounds better than this. So, it's not that I'm going, and I did it better, because I definitely did not. But, you know, man, that dude, okay, so the outro of that was really interesting. I like the variety that you brought there. That little that was a nice little, like, it wasn't a solo, but it's a nice little, like, you know, guitar, like, whatever you call it, lead, I guess. That was nice. The music in this has been pretty great. That one tiny little part of vocals gave me a very, very bright burst of, like, hope and positivity. So the last song is called So Long. We're going to listen to it. And I'm going to talk about this for just another minute, and I'll get you guys out of here, okay? I think that the outros on the songs are pretty good too. Like I think they end the songs well. So okay, I don't want to like harp on these dudes because they're probably really good dudes. It sounds to me like they wrote this stuff and they're probably somewhere between the ages of 17 and 24, 25, pretty young. And they're talking about girls a lot, which I like that. I've got Hopeless Romantic tattooed on my knuckles and a bunch of broken hearts tattooed on me. So I don't mind. When I say something's emo, it's a descriptive word, not a put down, okay? So to me, it just sounds like an emo band. My only real beef is the vocals. That's it. Other than that, I liked it. I wish there were some breakdowns, and I wish there's like room for improvement. But my only actual beef is the vocals. I think that the production could be ramped up a little bit, but these are all things that you can easily fix. So even the vocals you can change a little bit. I wouldn't, if you've got a good crowd and you already got a fan base, I wouldn't change much. Maybe add something here and there in future recordings or songs, but I wouldn't go as far as like changing a bunch of stuff if you've already got like a fan base. Subjectively, like my opinion on it, like whether I like it or not. 6 songs. There's one that I liked quite a bit, and the other ones I didn't dislike, but I didn't have any kind of like super attachment to. So I would say it's like a 6 out of 10 for me personally. I don't know that I'll revisit it much after I listen. I'm gonna listen to it a few more times just so I can maybe make sure that my opinion is what it is. I don't know how much I'm going to listen to it after that. It's a quick listen. 6 songs in 15, 16 minutes is, I think, really great. So the song length is really good, too. There's enough variety in the songs to keep them interesting. But they all do. It does sound like a Blink-182 clone, and I think there's probably room for that in the genre. So, you know, I may be talking out of my ass right now. There might be a million people that love this. I don't know. Objectively, though, like, what do I think it scores? Like, where you have, you know, proof of everything and no argument can be made against it. I think it's probably like an 8 or an 8.2, somewhere like right around 8.2 out of 10. Like it's pretty high. The songwriting was really good. If you like that kind of vocal style, it's really good, in my opinion. The lyrics are like solid, nothing groundbreaking. The guitar playing was great. The drumming was awesome. So there's a lot to like about it. There's a lot of positivity in this, but you know, my personal opinion is just not really my style of music. But I think it's objectively pretty well made. I think this band's got a lot of potential, a bright future ahead of them. And like I said, their floor is pretty high. So that means their ceiling, in my opinion, is probably pretty high as well. But I'd like to know a little more about these dudes. I wonder how old they are. I want to know how long they've been playing music, who their favorite bands, who their influences. Because I didn't hear anything other than like a few like real generic pop punk, quote unquote bands, like emo type bands, late stage Warped Tour acts and things like that. And if that's your jam, though, like here's the thing, like if that's your jam and that's the music you really like, I would be shocked if you didn't like this. The vocals get a little monotony anyways, but that one dude in that one part of the song gave me a little glimmer of hope. I hope that they understand as a band that I'm trying to be constructive with my criticism here. I do not mean any disrespect. I appreciate what they're doing. It takes a lot of effort to get out there and write music, record it, play shows. Being in a band is a lot of work. And as far as like a grade, I'm going to give this like a solid, like strong B++ to an A-, somewhere in that neighborhood. 8.2 out of 10 as far as a grade, like a score. Solid band if you like pop punk from like the mid 2000s up to like 2012. If you want a little harder edge stuff, you may have to look elsewhere. But I would like to know more about these guys. I hope that they take this well. I'm not meaning to be disrespectful at all. I'm trying to be honest and helpful. So yeah, I like your band pretty good actually. If you were playing in Houston, let me know. I'll go see you live. I would like to see this band live. I want to see what their live stuff sounds like. I think that some of it doesn't translate because the vocals just don't have like, I don't feel like there's any passion in the vocals. It feels to me like you want to sound good versus like you want to make a point. And that's okay. It's a choice. So like maybe it's just not for me. Everything can't be for me, right? So I want to see their live show. I bet they get a good crowd interaction at a live show. If they're local, wherever they're local at, they probably have a pretty good following. So yeah, man. The band's called WHEELBITE. The EP is called PURIFY. It came out about 2 weeks ago on Spotify. I would ask you guys to please go check this out. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. yeah, man, let me know what they sound like to you. Let me know if there's something I should go back and listen to again. What are the songs that you like off the EP? Let's talk about this. Let's help them out a little bit if we can. And if you're in the band, I genuinely, sincerely hope that you appreciate my time and that you didn't take it like personally, because it's not meant for that. It's just meant to, give you some ideas for the future, maybe, or maybe you can tell me to go fuck myself because it's whatever. You really like the way it sounds, and if that's the case, cool, man. Congratulations, you did something I didn't do. So, I didn't get to do an album like this. I'm actually stoked for you, regardless. Okay, so yeah. Until next time, everybody. Thank you so much. This has been an artist spotlight here on the Punk Rock Review. Thank you for your time. Please go check out this band, WHEELBITE, and listen to their new EP, Purify. Keep DIY punk rock available. Excuse me. Relevant and alive is the words I was trying to say. I'm a little tired. It's been a long weekend. I got my new shop. It's almost open, so we're very excited. And also, WHEELBITE, if you're still watching by now, if you haven't turned this off, if you've got physical media, let me know. I'll support and buy some, put it in my shop. And yeah, thanks. I appreciate everybody. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you next time, okay? Peace.